in just 5 easy steps into a cashew nut! Wow!
I'm feeling a little down.
Well, maybe that's because you haven't got a positive.
I don't have a positive.
No.
But Chad, I don't want to stick my face in sand.
You don't have to, because we're going to use things around the house to make a facsimile of you.
Wow!
Here on Making Stuff and Doing Things!
Whoa, Chad. So where do we start with this whole other way of making a positive?
Yeah, we're gonna turn that frown upside down. No need to get cooped up inside and do nothing.
Yeah.
We're gonna use what's inside to make what's outside on Mindy's head.
Whoa!
But first of all, we need to find a base that's around the size of your face.
Oh! What about this bowl?
Oh, I'm afraid not. It's too flat and too round, and your face isn't round.
Okay.
What about this?
Chad, that's my actual head.
Yeah, we can't cover that with papier-mâché.
No. Oh, Chad.
What?
What about that balloon?
What a great idea, Mindy.
Ah.
Look here. It's about the size of your face. So here we have a balloon that's about the size of Mindy's head, 'cause we measured it. Now we're gonna cover that with paper mâché, and I know what you're saying. Wait a minute. How are we gonna make paper mâché when we haven't got glue? We're gonna make our own glue using flour, a little bit of salt, and some water. Then once we've got that, we're gonna cover the balloon with paper mâché, which is French for paper mâché. Hi!
I'm Mindy.
And I'm Chad.
Oh, who is Chad?
Yeah, who is Chad?
Okay, Chad. Really easy to send you into an existential crisis.
Yeah. Hey, let's build ourselves a mask, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that,
Yes,
Chad.
let's do it quickly.
Okay, I've got 2 pieces of string, each with a knot on the end.
Oh, and we're gonna use that to measure Mindy's face.
How are you gonna do that, Chad?
Well, we got the 2 pieces of string and a Sharpie. Oh, now what I want you to do is to take 1 piece of string and hold it just in front of one of your ears, where the knot is. Exactly. And then we're gonna stretch it across your eye, over the bridge of your nose, to the other side of your face, just in front of the ear.
Got it.
We're gonna mark this measurement here, this measurement here, and then a measurement on the eye, and a measurement on the other eye.
I wanna see. Oh, wow.
Pretty cool. That's how wide your face is. Then we want to find out how long her face is.
Okay.
All right, Mindy. So hold 1 knot at the top of your head.
Right at my hairline?
Exactly. Maybe just a little bit before, depending on where your hairline is. And then we're gonna measure to exactly the same spot between the eyes, like that. Then we're gonna measure to the end of the nose, like that. And then I'm gonna measure from here to the bottom of the nose. We're gonna measure the septum.
That's how deep my nose is.
And then we're gonna measure all of this to the bottom lip.
Oh, how are you gonna do that,
I'm
Chad?
gonna-
That's what I talk
I have
with.
to-
You're gonna have to
You're
work
just
really
gonna have
fast.
to stop. You're gonna have to stop talking.
Okay, but
Stop.
how would
Shut
I-
up. You measure to the bottom of the lip, and then finally to the bottom of her face. That's how long Mindy's face is.
Wow!
Whoa! Then we're gonna apply that to the mask we make.
You told me to shut up.
First things first, I'm gonna put some paper down in case things get messy. Then, I'm gonna get about a cupful of flour, and I'm gonna place it in the bowl. Then, I'm gonna get about a cup of water, maybe a cup and a half, and I'm gonna mix it in the bowl with a little bit of salt. About a tablespoon full, splashing, something like that. Mainly in order to keep mildew at bay. Then I'm gonna mix it all up like this. And depending on how thick you want the mixture, you can maybe add a bit of water or add more flour just to make sure that the mixture is smooth and ready to use. So now I'm gonna take this piece of paper and I've cut them up into uneven strips. Then I'm gonna dip it in the mixture, clean it off, and then lay it on my balloon. Or should I say, Mindy's balloon. Yeah. And I'm gonna build up at least 2 layers of this paper mache on top of the balloon. And here, you see, I've covered the entire thing over. And I used the bowl to balance it on. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let it sit here just for a little bit and dry out. So here we have it. We've remixed up the mix, we've torn up some paper, and we're gonna go on and cover this layer. One thing about when you use a paper bag to shred for the paper mache, try to avoid all the sealed lines. That makes it difficult. And try to keep raggedy edges. So I'm gonna not have this, but the bit on the inside. Yeah, that's the good stuff. It is Mindy's head, the moment of truth. And the next thing I'm gonna do, not in a creepy way, is to cut it in half. Here we go. I'm gonna make it twice as solid by placing this one inside of that one. And then we have the beginning of a head. So now we're gonna use these 2 bits of string to mark out where Mindy's face is. We kind of have a rough estimate and a map of Mindy's face. We're gonna use flour and water to make our very own homemade clay. So here, I'm gonna add 1 cup of flour, then 2 cups of flour, and 3 cups of flour. Whoa. Then I'm gonna add a whole load of salt. Putting salt in, it kills the possibility of making germs that might spread through your clay. Then on top of that, I'm gonna add, to begin with, 3 cups of water. 1, 2. I'm gonna hold off on the third because I'm gonna mix this around to make sure that it gets all clay-like. It's almost like clay dough. You're gonna feel around to see what kind of thickness of the clay dough you want. At this level, I want it kind of so that we can meld it and mold it. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and stick this mass to the outside. So I'm gonna get some little bits of the flippity floppity stuff. I'm gonna put it around the outside of my mask. And that's going to make sure that the mask stays in place. The base stays in place while I build on it. I'm going to add a little bit more flour. Scoop that around. Yeah. Now that this is ready, I'm going to begin to form a face on this base. So here we have the basic beginning of Mindy's mask. Now I know what you're thinking. Hey, that doesn't look at all like Mindy. Yeah, well it doesn't matter. As long as the features are bigger than Mindy's basic face and we have the eyes in the right place, this mask should fit Mindy. And I'm making a pantalona for Mindy right now. So what I'm going to do is leave this just for a little while, maybe to harden a bit, because then I can carve it and then I can paint around it and I can even add to it. In order to keep this stuff nice and malleable, I can put this in the fridge in a bag and that'll keep it safe. So you balance between the flour and the water, the stickiness of this matter and the doughiness of this matter in order to carve your face or the face that you want to make on top of this positive.